Good evening, one and all. My call sign is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, VA3IMW. My name is Mac, and I'm here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, on the West Mountain. It's Thursday evening, December 4th. Thursday means our Lake Ontario Radio Club net is performed on a simplex frequency of 446.125. The other 4 days of the week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, it's on our local repeater, VE3ZOE 443.075. And I'll be the net controller tonight, just waiting for 7 o'clock to roll around, and we'll pick it up then promptly. Please stand by. There we go. Good evening, one and all. It's Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This net meets 5 times a week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on the VE3ZOE repeater, and Thursday, like today, on the frequency of 446.125 in simplex. Simplex simply means there's no repeater involved. It's station-to-station communication. And since this is a simplex net, we encourage the use of relays where required. We are also streaming live on YouTube. Just look up my call sign, VA3IMW. Scroll down to that little red tab that says live, give it a click, and you'll find us here. Welcome, Captain Burley Slice, Dakota from West Virginia. He's our first YouTube check-in. Good to see you again. Anyways, we'll take a quick standby here, see if we can find any time-sensitive mobile or priority traffic stations. I'll be listening. All right, nothing heard, so we'll open it up to anybody anywhere with a valid call sign. Feel free to come in and say hello. VA3IMW standing by on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club net.
VA3WPG.
Good evening, Chris. Number one with the bullet. How you doing tonight? And what's going on as we approach a cooler evening, I guess. I trust your apartment's nice and warm. They keep you guys nice and toasty. The laws are pretty specific on that, I take it. Go ahead, sir.
Funny, just as you were asking that, my heating furnace actually just kicked in. Yeah, it's we're having a toasty one here tonight. I'm just going through my study notes here. Quiz questions, all that fun stuff, and getting ready for the second week of the course on this weekend. So, yeah, just listening along to the net and working on some paperwork here.
Yeah, I really don't envy anybody who's just going through the licensing process. I did my examination and driver's test when I was 16 years old. You went in, wrote the test, you walked out with a little yellow piece of paper that was your learner's permit, and then within the year you would take your driver's test, and there was none of this graduated licensing or any of that stuff, but it seems a lot simpler. But yeah, good on you for taking that the plunge. I trust all goes well. Also, recognizing Larry, the E3LBI, on the chat, and haven't heard him on the air in a day or so. Anyways, thanks for your check-in, Chris. Keep up the good work on your studies, and if there's anything I can help with, like don't drive like I do. That's probably the number one bit of suggestion that I can give you.
Well, yeah, as you say before, we just go and write your test and you're done. As I mentioned before, I don't know since when this turned into an English 20G, 30G in your own words, 200 words most, and interview 5 people about vehicle maintenance and just, I don't know, just ridiculous. As I say, I don't understand what that has to do with that. But anyways, yeah, going decent here, so we'll just keep plugging away here, and I'll be listening to the net here in the background.
All right, Chris. I'm going to say that people that know a little bit more about their car than just turning the key and driving away is probably good for everybody. Knowing that your tire pressure is important, knowing that periodically you got to check your oil. Um, uh, all these self-serve gas stations, people pump gas and drive away. They never think to stop and open the hood, check the oil, check your transmission fluid, check your brake fluid levels, and other stuff like that. So the days of full service gas stations where everybody was taken care of like that are long gone. But oh well, I'm sure you're somewhat mechanically inclined, and you can pretend like you've talked to everybody about everything. But that's really what it comes down to: is check your fluids once in a while. Anyways, you can put me down as interview number one. Thanks again, Chris. Also recognizing Albert, VA3BT, checking in from Barrie with 3 snowflakes. I can guess what that means. All right, I'm going to take another standby and see if we can pick up anybody else. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come on and say hi.
WPG, quick comment.
Go ahead, Chris.
Gales, the last I lived in Niagara Falls, 2012 to 2016, Gales Gas in Niagara region, St. Catharines, the yellow gas station, they still do full service.
QSL. Yeah, I guess there's still a few around, but even the full serve stations, there are kids that run up and stick a nozzle in your tank and pump your gas. You don't pop the hood and check all the bits and pieces, but some places, I guess, are still pushing on the service. Thanks again, Chris. Anyways, stand by for any further check-ins.
Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo, India. Victor Echo 3, Kilo Delta Tango.
Two more fine stations heard from, VE3LBI and VE3KDT, and we'll take them in that order. Good evening, Larry. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mac. Everybody on the net tonight. I don't think I'd want to be out there helping anybody pump gas or checking other fluids tonight. Just a little too cold for that.
Well, cold is relative. What was it Chuck was saying last night out in Saskatoon? It was something like 20 below zero. So it's all relative. It's cooler here than it was yesterday, but I wouldn't say it's blistering cold yet. It's Canada after all.
No, that's right. Mind you, it's 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So if I remember rightly, in school, 32 was freezing. Got froze water, and 18 seemed to be a little lower than 32. So, yeah, I was outside a few minutes ago and getting ready to put the garbage out, and yeah, it's nice to come back into the house, that's for sure.
Yes, that's what we call fresh. And I still could never figure out why people would want to go out in chilly weather like this and take a dip in colder water. Not this polar bear thing is not up my alley. Yeah, my heart would probably say, that's it, I'm checking out.
Yeah. Freeze up right there on the spot, eh? That's it. Okay, get the antifreeze in me. Quick, hurry. Anyways, Mac, I don't really have anything to report for the day. Nope, nothing. Well, I had another plumbing issue with that one toilet, so I think I've got that resolved. Seems to be the float seems to be sticking for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I think I have it resolved now. I actually dismantled everything and put it all back together. It seems to be functioning a little bit better now. So it just wasn't stopping, and it seemed to be sticking on the shaft. It's a round tube that runs around. I can't say it's a ball, but a flat ball. Let's call it that. Anyways, it runs up and down the tube. It seems to be sticking. So hopefully it's repaired. I don't have any more issue with it.
Yeah, and I guess when you take your hearing aids out at night and you have to count on the wife to listen for the running toilet. I'm the one that can hear water running. I can hear a tap dripping. It doesn't faze my wife whatsoever. But yeah, somebody needs to have really acute hearing in order to keep up on all the little subtle sounds that you might hear. And I guess today's Thursday. That must have been your grocery day and all the rest of that stuff. So business as usual, I take it.
Actually, no groceries today. I had to the son-in-law to the dentist today. He was getting some major work done, so did that. Time we got home. Oh, and we had to go. Where did we ended up going? She wanted to go. I don't know what it was. We had to go bottle wine. That's what it was. Bottle wine today, and then she wanted to stop back at Canadian Tire. They have those. What they call the crackers. You know, you put around the table for Christmas, and you get little stuff, a little toy out of it. We had to buy those today, so that was on half price at Canadian Tire. So of course, all you end up with that is, like I say, a dumb little toy and a bunch of wasted paper you got to throw out.
Yes, sir. And it's always good to keep the puppy around to kind of chew up the paper and make it even more fun to clean up. Yeah, that's the technology there is not all that fancy. It's a little strip of cardboard with some gunpowder on it. And when you pull it apart, it rubs up against a surface that has some scratchy media on it, and it ignites it. That's what makes the pop. Kind of like the old Wild West, the caps that we used to play with as a kid. I guess nowadays, if you had a gun like that, you get shot. Anyways, thanks for your check-in, Larry. And by the way, tomorrow's Friday, right?
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Probably should be doing the. Well, we have to go out. We should be home for no problem for that. It's 8 o'clock. The Reg 2 on the ZOE Reg 2 on 443.075 at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and hopefully I'll be around, and I can't see why I won't be, as long as I wake up in the morning.
Well, whether it's morning or afternoon, as long as you just keep waking up, that's always a good idea. The life-saving tape in the Blondes headset. Inhale, exhale, repeat. All right, Larry. Have yourself a good day tomorrow, and we'll definitely be checking in with you tomorrow night. And with that, let's not hold Noel up any further. VE3KDT, go ahead.
VE3KDT, and everyone else on out there. I forgot what the heck I was going to talk about. I kind of unlocked that memory of the playing with cap guns. I certainly had the whole, toy army, or I guess I could have been the Lord of War. But yeah, love the smell of that little bit of gunpowder in the morning. So that was a lot of fun. I like those. But yeah, no, other than that, just was putting around, got myself a set of new used snow tires, so I should be good for the rest of this winter. And as far as staying warm, I managed to find my Zippo hand warmer. Love that thing. It's been keeping me going strong and not getting frostbite in my hands when I'm playing with the car. So yeah, other than that, nothing as far as radio. Just the usual checking in and saying hi and everything else that way.
All right, very good. Do you mind sharing where you got your new used tires?
Well, I was just from my cousin, actually. He ended up getting a set for his sister, and with some, long story short, she ended up taking the rims, I got the tires, so that's kind of worked out good for both of us.
Oh, right. That sounds like an excellent deal. All right, because I know there's a few places here in the city that still deal in salvage tires. What is it? Casey's, or it starts with a Z. Anyways, there's the guy down on Burlington Street or down in that region. Always has a lot to choose from. I'm not sure if the little shop on Upper Wellington is still open there. I remember years and years ago it was the go-to place for either new or gently used tires. So perhaps we'll quiz Steve on that when he pops his head in. All right. What else is going on there? Any other traffic for us?
No, not too much. I think one of the ones I was thinking of was Sparky's there. I used to go to them all the time for tires. Especially there was a good string of work vehicles that the ones that were just before their time to be scrapped. So I ended up with all the half and mostly used tires that work didn't want back. So yeah, I managed to get a couple of sets of good snow tires out of him for quite a few years.
Yep, Sparky's is exactly who I was thinking of. I've done a couple of transactions with him, and I've usually been somewhat satisfied. All right, I see the chat log is stacking up. Albert's got 25 centimeters of snow today in Barrie. They're at minus 15 degrees, and we also had Guy check in from Ottawa, minus 16 in Ottawa in Lower Town. So thanks everybody for coming in and saying hello. And obviously keep your snuggies on and stay warm. All right. If you got nothing else there, Noel, we'll probably make another call.
Yeah, no, sorry, I thought we were all done there. Yeah, I don't have any other traffic. I will be listening along after I get back from my coffee, though. So, yeah, back to you, VA3IMW.
Okay, thanks again. And with that, I'm at the end of my list. Let's make a new one. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, stand by for further check-ins.
VA3NFG. VA3CJZ.
There's two more. Every time I think of two more, I think of the 20-minute workout. Anyways, Steve, tell me, is that little tire shop a couple of blocks up from your place still open and in operation?
The one on the mountain here, maybe called Mountain Tire. They moved to concession a few years ago. And when I last looked at the old place there, it was Trillium Auto, is the garage attached to that old shop there. There's a newer sign on there that says Continental Tire. So I don't know if they're reviving that to be another tire shop, or if Mountain Tire over here on concession, who used to be there on Upper Wellington, is still open. So yeah, anybody that's got Google handy there, look up Mountain Tire, see if they're still in business on concession here.
Yep, Mountain Tire. That rings a bell. I remember the old fellow that we used to do business with back in my, late teen years. I think his name was Mo. He was the original owner of the shop. Good guy. He would always make sure that you got something that you could use, but yeah, those were the days when used tires were somewhat precious. Anyways, while I've got your ear, VA3LJW has popped in on the chat as well. Thanks for your check-in, Don. Certainly appreciate it. And we're here 5 days a week. Actually, 6 days a week if you include the Friday night ZOE Rag Chew. So feel free to find us throughout the week and listen along. All right. What other traffic have you got there, Steve? Was this a work day or the extended weekend?
No, sir. That was a weekday, a regular weekday. Today, tomorrow I'm off, but I unfortunately have to work this weekend. So, no extended weekend for me. However, I have Monday and Tuesday off. You know, like, why don't they ever give me that on my weekend off? Wouldn't that be sweet? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. That would be awesome. But I never get that kind of luck. So, you know, we'll just have to take what they give me for now. Mac?
I suppose so. I guess the alternative is just decide to retire and hang it up.
Yeah, see how it goes. They're at work. I don't know if it can get any worse. With the limited amount of resources we have there, hard to believe there with a multi-billion-dollar company. But times are tough, and the economy is hitting all facets of manufacturing. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens there, Mac. For now, we'll just keep dreaming about it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the same situation, right? Somewhere down the road, it's going to be a point where I wipe the dust off my hands and say, that's it, I've had enough. But today, it's still fun and exciting to pick up those tasks. Oh, look, there's Bill also checked in on YouTube. He's still got his noise issue and can't solve it. So, oh, no. He's talking about selling his equipment. Bill, just wait till the Christmas lights come down and make sure you'll see if that sound disappears. Anyway, Steve, I certainly appreciate your check-in. Any other traffic before we go and say hello to Charles?
No, that would be all. Yeah, you think it's Christmas lights giving him that noise?
Well, likely his neighborhood. Remember, LED lights, they put off a ton of RF. And the other things that people plug in during the cold weather season, space heaters and other things of that nature, little trinkets that have wall warts that are attached to them. Remember, the Japanese and Chinese wall warts are well known to be substandard. Transformers just bleed RF all over the place. So the decorating season seems to be one of those times when if there's going to be noise, you're going to notice it. So I trust Bill keeps his sanity and just waits peacefully for that noise to be detected, and perhaps those things will self-extinguish. Anyways, thanks again, Steve.
Yeah, okay there, Mac. Thanks for having me there. And yeah, don't sell the equipment there, Bill, if you're listening. It's gonna pass. Anyway, let you pick up who's next there, Mac. Thanks again there, bud. VA3IMW, VA3IMW.
Okay. Thanks again, Steve. And the next guy on the list is VA3CJZ, who's just off a wonderful evening of amateur radio exchange group. A great net again last night. Thanks, Chuck.
VA3CJZ, good evening, Mac, and all on net. Yeah, it turned out to be a great net once again. And thanks for the compliment. We ended up with 19 check-ins. I don't know if I mentioned that last night, but along with YouTube there. So, yeah, that was great. And let's see now. I think Guy was listening when you mentioned about the Christmas lights and the wall warts, also known as adapters that you plug in, and things that have their own adapters. Give out RF there, so way to go, Guy, for picking up on that. And Steve, yeah, I get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So there you go, something to look forward to there, Steve. But anyways, poor Albert up in Barrie. 25 centimeters. He says 50% of the building is going to be able to be closed off. So it looks like there's going to be some snow removal done with all that snow that came into the building there. So I don't know what they're doing with that, but one headache after another. Poor Albert. Well, I hope you get a good Christmas bonus there, like the Griswolds. And it'll make you feel better. Anyhow, Mac, no HF work for me today, although the numbers did look nice. Over 200 for solar flux index and well over 100 sunspots. But the A index, unfortunately, was up in the 30s. So, anyways, I had other things to take care of. And one of them was my poor sick wife that was kind enough to pass on her cold to me. I think that's it there, Mac. Back to you.
Well, there certainly is nothing like sharing, right? Sharing is wonderful. So you make sure you bottle up a jar of that, and as soon as she gets over her cold, open the jar and present it to her. Give it right back. No, I'm serious. I trust both you and her can climb over the top of the symptoms quickly and get back to normal operation there. Oh, geez. Anyways, certainly appreciate your check-in tonight, Chuck. And I'm going to take this opportunity to remind everybody of the upcoming group engagement, December 21st at Whitehorn Heritage, and that'll be the backside of City Hall where we congregate, probably somewhere between 11 o'clock and noon, depending on how the weather's treating us. The warmer the weather, the earlier the start, and we'll announce details as that gets closer. Anyways, what else is going on? Oh, yes, my HF quick barrage across the bands. Heard a little bit of stuff on 40 meters, didn't bother with those guys. Managed to grab 4 new parks in just over, I don't get 10 minutes or so. Utah, Texas, oh goodness gracious, there was 2 more. Anyways, I saw them on the spotting page, decided I wanted them, keyed up, and while some of them were kind of quiet and low, and you could definitely notice the QSB. So obviously the A index is indicative of E-layer absorption, and still able to make the contacts with marginal signal reports, but we got her done. Okay, back to you, Chuck. Any other traffic before we go?
Yeah, I was just going to suggest to Bill, VA3IMW, that he tries to swap out his coax with another piece of coax and see if he still gets the same problem. And if he has any patch cords, I would start with the patch cords first, swap them out and see if there's an issue. If not, just change the whole coax or borrow a piece of coax from someone and see if that's the issue. You got to try and eliminate as much as you can. Other than that, Mac, I want to say thanks for doing this net. Always a pleasure to get together here. And I wish everyone a great rest of the evening. Back to net control.
All right. Good solid signal tonight, Chuck. Steady S9. So that's working well for you as well. All right. With that, end of my list all over again. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, standing by for any further check-ins. Or rechecks. Or announcements. Okay, nothing heard. So we don't need to beg. It's now 19:28 on the clock. Everybody has lots of time this evening to poke around on HF and see what they can hear. I wish you, Bill, especially you, Bill, some further success in tracking down and solving the noise issue. And keep your chin up. You'll find it, and it'll be something simple. it'll be in the last place you look, like when you're trying to find your keys. Anyways, looking forward to hearing everybody on the air tomorrow night for the Friday Night ZOE Rag Shoot at 8 p.m. with your host, Larry, VE3LBI. For everybody who's checked in either on RF or on YouTube, thank you very much for your time and attention. Certainly appreciate it. Victor Alpha 3 India, Mike Whiskey. I'll be turning this frequency back to normal amateur use, and I'll hang around and listen for a couple of minutes to see if we have any late stragglers popping in. Like our friend Bill from, what is he, Burlington, Oakville-ish, after he has a chat with his mother. 7-3s, one and all, and we'll look for you tomorrow night. That brings the live stream to a close as well. 7-3s, that's how we say goodbye.